Hi, my name's Natalia. But Natalie, Natalia, I'm pretty
Sorry,
comfortable.
it's
No, it's
Natalie
fine.
on my paper here.
Oh, it's a great way actually to begin talking, so worked out for me. I am in the Bilingual Teacher Pathway program. I also work as an ESL assistant at a Title I elementary school. We have over 55% English language learners, and we have over 75% low-income families attending our school. My road here has been an extremely difficult one. I have basically taken every single detour possible, but I'm here and I'm here to teach, and that is what I want to do, and I want to tell you a little bit about how I got here. I was born in Chillán, Chile, and I'm sure all of you know where Chile is now because we've been in the news 3 times this year. It's kind of exciting, not for best things, shortening the day for a fraction of a second or shifting the axis of the earth, but it works. And I was born and raised there. When I was 8 years old, my mom made the difficult decision of leaving, bringing me up here for the land of opportunities, of course, as many of our students, or a lot of the students I work with are here. And when we got here, basically I had to say goodbye to my entire family. And getting here it was a culture shock. My mom and I, it was always just been her and me. She was a teacher in Chile. When we got here, she started out cleaning apartments, did that for a very long time, and then she actually became an assistant working in Vancouver, and then eventually led her to getting her teaching endorsement back, and she works in a 2-way immersion, and that's where I've gotten my inspiration from. And unfortunately, she didn't come today, but actually it might be a good thing because then we get too emotional and then it's not a good thing, especially me. But basically, there are just so many reasons that I want to be an educator. I'll be honest, growing up, I wasn't like, I want to be a teacher, that's just something that came to me when I went back there. I had the opportunity to go when I was 18 and to work with kids there, a lot of poverty, touring kids, and I'm like, hey, I'm actually loving this and I'm loving the expression that I see on the kids' faces, and this is a great feeling. And, and getting the job as an assistant at the elementary school really has opened my eyes to a lot of things that are going on. And basically, I've seen so many students that are just lost and get left behind. I've been told one too many times as assistants, don't worry about that kid, don't bother with him, he's never gonna learn that, He's just not gonna learn it because, his parents aren't educated and apples doesn't fall far from the tree, and it's just like, how could you say that? How can you stand here and tell me this? When we're supposed to believe in every single student. We're supposed to believe that every single student is capable of learning. I'm honestly like a no excuse type of person. I'm like, oh no, they don't know math because they don't have, a computer at home. I'm like, or they don't have an environment that they can sit down and do their homework. And it's like, well, it's our job to give them that environment. As teachers, we are here to make sure that they can learn that here. It doesn't matter, you can come up with excuses for them. That's why you're here. That's what teaching is not a clock in, clock out type of job. You're here for the kids. You have to work during your playing time. If a student needs you during your playing time, you need to be there for them. And it's so important to be there. It's like, that's why we're here, right? And it's just like, you need to believe in your kids, and you need to believe that they can accomplish whatever they want to accomplish. Some of them, I work with the little kids, and they're like, oh, I want to be president, I want to be an astronaut, I want to be a doctor, vet, I want to be a nurse, and I want to be a teacher. I'm like, sure. It's like, you want to be all those things at once? Let's take it one step at a time. Let's, learn addition and subtraction first. But you just don't crush them. You don't tell them those things. You want to be open to everyone, because I really do believe that every single student can learn. And just today I was teaching regrouping and just, seeing that light bulb that you see, just click, I get it. It's just, that's the greatest feeling ever. And it's just so important to be there for them and to let them know that they can do it. Teaching is not just about, okay, here's the formula, apply it. You need to get to know the student. You have to, I've gotten to know every single one of my students. I know where they're coming from. I take the time out of my day, oh, it's my break. I don't care. I see a student in the hall. I take the time to know what's going on, because there's so many times that you just jump to assumptions and you just really don't know. And there are some people that are more academic oriented. Yes, we have to, no, they need to read, write. Yes, that's very important. But you're not going to get a kid to just sit there and read, write, listen to you, spill out rules left and right, unless they know that they can trust you and that you're there for them. Because then you just get the, the Charlie Brown, I'm not really good at doing it, but that's basically what they're doing. So you just want to make sure that you're there for them. Oh, I kind of went off there. Sorry. And then also, like the point, I have seen, luckily I'm just so fortunate to be an assistant at the school because I see what works, I see what doesn't work. And I know that when I get my teaching license, like, this is exactly what I'm going to be doing. Like, all the teachers tell me, oh, good, you'll be a new teacher, we get to mold you. It's like, I'm not Play-Doh, you're not going to mold me into anything. And then if anybody's going to be doing any molding, it's going to be the kids. I'm going to be learning from them as much as they are going to be learning from me. You need to create an environment. Culture is so very important. You can't just assume that every kid's the same. No, they're all different. You're not just teaching a bunch of little, robots that some teachers still tend to think that that's what they're doing. You have to get, sorry, this is the way I am too with the kids, which is really awesome because then they just get enthusiastic and they love going to school. They look for me in the morning. It's like, what are we going to learn today? It's like, you're going to take us out in the hallway? Awesome. And it's really important to let your kids know that. I love every single subject. There's the teachers like, oh, I hate math. I have to teach math today. That can pass on to your kids. You have to let them know how excited you are, and they're going to be excited about too. When I left my family in Chile, the one thing that my grandpa told me is like, you know what? No matter what happens, no matter what hardships you live through life, because so many of these kids are living things that we never imagined possible, the one thing that no one can ever take away from you is an education. You may not have a place to live. You may not know where you're gonna eat the next day. You may not know, if you're gonna see your mom alive when you come home from school, or your parents might be gone. But the one thing that cannot be taken away from you is an education. And I always lived that. I feel kind of bad because all those little detours, they weren't always good detours. And I always just felt bad because I felt like I had let down my family. I left them, I came to a completely different country. I don't get the opportunity to see them, to talk to them, and I just felt like I let them down. But luckily, I've taken all those things, and that's because of all those things that I've lived, I am the person that I am today. And I can tell the kids, and I can get them excited. It's like, no matter what's going on in your life, the one thing that can never be taken away from you is an education. You're not here because your parents are mean, and they want to send you away for 6 hours. You're here because they want a better future for you. It's like, you just really need to be there for them, and that's basically what I'm there for them. I teach them how to read, I teach them how to write, but I take every opportunity that I can. Oh, this is literacy time? What, you have a problem at home or you need help figuring a math problem? No, that's for math time only. No, you have to take every single second of the day that you're there, even more sometimes, to make sure that they're getting what they need. Because it's about them at the end of the day, it's not about us. That's another issue that we've been having. It's like, oh, that's not working for that teacher. It's about the kids, not us. Sorry, went off again. I really need to stick to the paper. So basically, I just want to get down to the point. I'm here because of you, because of all of you. Thank you to the Roger and Jen Caps. Thank you to the Friends group. I'm very thankful, as we all are, for you people, for you. And I say people like you, but you are here for us, and you believe in us, and you want to invest in the future of our kids, which, that's just great. You see in us, just something better for them, and you basically believe in public education, and you believe in that we can do it, and that we can prove all those people that don't believe in it, we can prove them wrong. And we just, thanks to you, we're getting good people out there, and we will do it. So thank you so much. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate everything. I'm standing here today because of you, and thanks to all of you students, everyone in this room, because you just made this possible for a lot of people. Thank you so much.